Right, here we have our next task, and we see that Ben runs a bakery. He has 3 different cakes. Now we have to look for totals so we know what we're doing. We see that we've got a total for eggs here, and a total for flour, and a total for sugar. So that means that the Madeira and the pound and the chocolate cake are going to be our variables. So we've got Madeira, M, pound, P, and chocolate, C. The first one is going to be an eggs equation. So we're going to use these values here, 4, 5, and 2 equals 360. So I've got 4M, 5P, 2C equals 360. The next one, we've got this total is in kilograms, 33. So I have to change the 33 kilograms to grams. So that's 33,000 grams. So I get 350, 350, 280 equals 33,000. That's why I've got 33,000 here. Put your variables in. You could have written it all in kilograms. If you did, you would have 0.35 kilograms. That's for the Madeira. And 0.35 kilograms. That's for the pound cake. And, oops, the pound cake. And then you would have 0.28 kilograms for the chocolate cake, which we have as C. And that would equal 33, because that would be all in kilograms. But I've chosen to do mine all in grams. You can do it either way as long as you're consistent, but don't mix your grams and your kilograms up. That is not a good idea. So the next thing we're going to do is our last one, and we have 20 kilograms of sugar, so that's 20,000 grams, and you've got all that in grams there. Solve it on your calculator, or use the Gaussian elimination method, or use some other method, and you will get it done. Answer in context, so you're going to say how many of each cake you're going to make. You may have to round these to the nearest whole serving, or whole cake, or whole of whatever it is. And draw a diagram. Now the next one, we have a puzzle here, and we find all the rows add to 14, so do all the columns. So you only need to go along one row, one way, so all of these equal 14 across there. So we just got row 1, row 2, row 3. If you did the columns, you get the same values. So there are my 3 equations. Now when you're solving these, be careful because you need to combine your numbers, the 8 and the 14 together. So by using change side and change sign, I would have that this equals 14, and I'm moving the 8 from the left-hand side of the equals to the right, so I make it minus 8. And 14 minus 8 is going to give me 6. So that's why my top equation would be A plus B equals 6. So I replace that. For the second equation, we've got B and we've got 2B here. So we can just write that as 3B plus C equals 14. You've got 0A if you wanted to put that in there. And for the last one, again, put this 8 to the other side, and we're taking the 8 and we're making it minus 8, so that would be 0.5 A, put your A first, plus 2B, and there are no C, equals 6. 14 minus 8 is 6. Then go ahead and solve it. The next one we're going to do is this one here. You've got a cheesecake, and we're again looking for totals. So I can see the total will spend $50. I can see that there are 5 cheesecakes, and there are 30 students will have 1 serving each. So I'm going to let chocolate equal X, coffee Y, and caramel Z. That's an easy way to distinguish. So that when I write my answer, I write there X would be so many chocolate cakes, chocolate cheesecakes. Y would represent the number of coffee cheesecakes, and so on. So, whoops, I've shown you the answer there. First of all, we're going to do the price. So you've got 12x 9.2 y 9.6z is going to equal the $50 here. The next one, I think it's students I did next. We got 8 servings and 4 and 6 equals 30. So that's for the servings equations. And now we want the number of cheesecakes equations. So we can know there are 5 cheesecakes, and there's just 1 of each. Solve those, and on a calculator, etc. It should be good. Okay, I think I've got one more right at the top here. So this one here, we haven't done it, but let's have a look at this one. And we've got Jericho as 3 favorite foods. So again, we let X and Y and Z equal the 3 variables. We're looking for totals here, and here are the totals. So you just have to do 2.5x, and you can see there's the total for the first one, there's the total for the second one, and the total for the third one. Then once you do that, plug them in on your calculator, use the Gaussian elimination. In this case, you're going to have to round them because they come to decimals again, and you draw a geometric diagram to represent the situation. So I want you to go ahead and solve those, see how you get on. And the next video, we'll move on to the merit and excellent parts and seeing what happens when the things change. But you need lots of practice at putting words into equations. So look for those totals, write the equations to get underway. You must do that. That's one of the skills. Another skill is to solve it. Third skill is to interpret it in context. And the fourth skill is to draw a representation. So let's just go over it one more time. Easiest way to draw a diagram for this is to draw a Y shape. There's your solution there. This represents equation 1. This represents equation 2, equation 3. And I'm just going to color it in with a highlighter here. Equation 1 is down this side, so it's all that area there, and it continues on to infinity. Equation 2 is this top area here. So that's like a sheet of paper, and they meet along that line. And equation 3 is the third one, which is over here, and where the green and the blue and the yellow meet is your solution. That's doing it geometrically. Okay, I hope you're getting on with that. That's for the achieve part. Lots of practice, so try them out of your books and see how you get on. See you next time.